Hey guys, Mr. 1 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. So, you might be wondering what the hell I'm doing back here in Traverse Town. Well, there's one more thing I forgot to show in this town before the very end, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Let's go back to Geppetto's house real quick, and if you do certain things throughout the game, and you talk to him, he can actually give you, he'll give you Sid. Yes, now Sid is, you own Sid, so now you can come in and do whatever you want, but no. But he gives you different gummies that you can actually get if you do certain things. Now, you do get different gummies for, doing other things besides talking to him and, doing things and then talking to him. Like, you get different gummies by going through routes with, an upgraded gummy ship and destroying certain things along the way that have it. But I'm gonna give a link in the description to, all the gummies that you can get in this game and how you get them. So if you're curious, it's there, but I'm just showing you that you can get some gummies by doing certain things in the game. I think I got all these all those gummies by killing a certain amount of Heartless and then talking to him, and then he'll come up with something, but whatever. And now I'll see you guys back at the end of the world for the last few things before the end of the game, so be right back, guys. Okay guys, and I am back here, and let's not go through this door yet, but there's a certain enemy I want to have appear in this area, and I'm just gonna, let's see, do we find it? No. What I want to do is basically keep resetting my game by soft resetting, hitting L1, R1, L2, R2, select start on the controller, and I will see you guys back here when I've gotten the specific enemy I want to show up here, so be right back guys, again. Sorry for the cuts, but just need to get the last few things done. Okay guys, and after 10 minutes, I finally found them. These are the rare truffles I've been talking about, the ones that go up and down, they jump, and you need to hit them 100 times without them touching the ground to actually kill them and get the ultimate reward for doing it. I'm going to attempt this now, and I'm just going to say that if I fail, well, I'm just going to cut away and see if I can hit another one, but let's try this, so let's go. We got to hit this thing 100 times. Okay, so the first attempt didn't go very well. Let's try this again with this one over here. Okay, so I failed the other one, and now I'm actually going to try to do this one. So wish me luck, because I have not been able to do this good so far. So let's try this again. Yes! Oh, thank God. Sorry if I scared you guys, but there we go. We got the rare truffle 100 times. I was so nervous right there, but damn, we did it. Now let's go to our items, our stock, and let's check it. Yeah. Now you get these ranks if you've proven it. Shiitake rank, which you have to hit it 50 times, and the Matsutake rank, which is 100 times. But there we go. Rare truffle 100 times on camera. Bam. There we go. Now there's only 2 more things left to show. And I'm going to start off by showing off the summons. So let me just leave the room and let's get started with them. I'm sorry about that, like, you know, outburst, but I was just so happy to finally do it. And, like, I did several times off screen. I finally did it now, and I don't have to do it again, thank God. Let's get on with the summons. Now, you need all your party members for this to work, but right here, you just go to summon and you select one. Both your party members will go away, but you'll get the summon that it has. Like, let's summon Simba for the first one. Alright, now how Simba works is that you have this charge up ability, which you just wait and, oh, come on. You charge up and you let go. This isn't the best position to do it in, but hold on. Simba! So you charge up and then you throw it, and there you go. That's how you damage the enemy. If I can show a little better like that, there we go. And if you can charge up the more, the stronger the thing is, but if they attack you and interrupt your charge up, it doesn't count. So you gotta kind of like think about how you're gonna do that. But it's actually surprisingly a pretty good summon if you can actually get the time down and charge it up enough like that. And it does quite a bit of damage too, so I'll just dismiss him, and that was Simba. And now I'm just gonna go like back here and show you the next one. So let's leave the screen and come back. Heal up our stuff, and now why the hell did that thing open? Sorry, something just happened on my computer. And now let's show off Genie. Now what Genie is good for is his magic. He uses his ability Showtime, and he does like several magic abilities like gravity, fire, and like all this kind of stuff. And it's actually pretty good if you can get like, especially his gravity, because his gravity hurts really bad towards enemies, so it's not a bad idea to use him if you really want to. In fact, he's actually probably one of the better summons that you get in this game. And yeah, so... And also, he has the ability to stun the enemies with the specific magic he has, so that can also be really helpful, which basically leaves them like open to other attacks. So I'm just gonna do that. Attack him with this, and wow, his MP is already out. Yeah, when a summon loses all its MP, it basically what is it? It basically, yeah, just goes away, like it's run out of MP and you can't do anything about it. But now let's show off Tinkerbell. This is actually more of a defensive summon than anything because, well, watch what happens. She comes in, and now watch that. You see, like, Sora's HP went back up, and she'll basically heal anyone who takes damage. Like, I took damage there, now she's gonna heal me. I'm just taking damage on purpose so you can notice that. See, she heals you. That's all she's really good for, so... If you want some, and it also doesn't take away like your party members, so that's actually not a bad idea to do that if you want to cast in like a tough boss fight. So you have like regen on. She's basically the equivalent of the spell regen from the Final Fantasies. Now let's show off Dumbo. Now, Dumbo is a water-type summon, so he'll use Splash, and it doesn't really work that well against enemies. It's honestly not that good of a summon, but the one benefit I can definitely say it has is the fact that you cannot get hurt while you're using it, so, which I think is the only summon that allows you to do this, actually. Like, no matter what happens, you cannot get hurt during the time that you're using Dumbo, so... It's not a terrible summon, but at the same time, it's not that strong, so I don't recommend using it. If you want to, go ahead. It doesn't really matter. Let's just get rid of him. And now, let's go move on to another summon real quick. Let's summon Mushu. Okay, now Mushu is actually a fire-type summon, so you just use that and he will shoot fire at the enemy. It's pretty self-explanatory. Honestly, he's not that good. Well, he can be, but not in many situations, so... Yeah, Fire Breath, not too good of an ability. And sorry if you heard my button mashing right there. Just trying to kill one enemy with it. Okay. Yeah, it's not that good. Get rid of it. But let's move on to what I think is probably the best summon in the game, actually. So let's summon, and let's summon Bambi. Now what makes Bambi so good is, well, look at this. She summons a crap load of MP balls. Now look at, just don't even care about the fight, just look at how the MP gauge is filling up. Just give a moment and look at that. Look at how fast your MP goes up with her here. And she makes the MP balls show up pretty much consistently throughout. Now that is a very, very useful summon, I will admit, because it basically allows you to... It's almost the equivalent of an elixir. It's that good because you can get your MP back up really quickly. Not immediately, but relatively fast. So I have to say that Bambi's probably one of the most helpful summons in the game, actually. But enough about that. That does it for all the summons. Again, I have to say Bambi's the best one. Let me actually heal up and see if I can get max MP for this. Yeah, there we go. So now I actually have max MP for Sora there, with gauge filled all the way up, and maybe get it for, you know what, never mind. You can just go back here and heal from the save point. And I don't think Donald and Goofy can actually get like that orange bar for theirs, so not a big deal. Now I have one final thing to go over before we go to that door and take on the final boss. Let's go to our journal real quick. Now you'll notice that we have the Chronicles here, which is basically the events written down leading up to this point, which we've already seen in game. They're just basically this stuff we did in the game in a recap, so I'm not going to go over that. We have the characters, which we could go over, but it's not that important. Like also the Heartless, but we don't really need to know anything else because honestly, you could probably look at these yourself because honestly, unless you're completely a Disney, like if you're not known of Disney at all, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out like what it's going to say for them. Have the Dalmatians, have the Trinities cleared, we have the mini games, which you could actually, if you wanted to, try to set your highest score for them, but the thing I want to look at, more importantly, is Ansem's report. This is going to be the last thing I show before we go through that door, so let's get ready. Ansem's report 1. Much of my life has been dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. That knowledge has guarded this world well. Not a soul doubts that. I am blessed with my people's smiles and respect. But though I am called a sage, there are things I do not understand. I believe darkness sleeps in every heart, no matter how pure. Given the chance, the smallest drop can spread and swallow the heart. I have witnessed it many times. Darkness. Darkness of the heart. How is it born? How has it come to affect us so? As ruler of this world, I must find the answers. I must find them before the world is lost to those taken by the darkness. Ansem's report 2. It is my duty to expose what this darkness really is. I shall conduct the following experiments. Extract the darkness from a person's heart, cultivate darkness in a pure heart, both suppress and amplify the darkness within. The experiments caused the test subjects' hearts to collapse, including those of the most stalwart. How fragile our hearts are. My treatments produced no signs of recovery. I confined those who had completely lost their hearts beneath the castle. Some time later, I went below and was greeted by the strangest sight. Creatures that seemed born of darkness. What are they? Are they truly sentient beings? Could they be shadows of those who lost their hearts in many experiments? Ansem's report 3. The shadows that crawl beneath the castle. Are they the people who lost their hearts or incarnations of darkness? Or something entirely beyond imagination? All my knowledge has provided no answer. One thing I am sure of is that they are entirely devoid of emotion. Perhaps further study will unlock the mysteries of the heart. Fortunately, there is no shortage of test samples. They are multiplying underground even as I write this report. They still need a name. Those who lack hearts, I will call them the Heartless. Ansem's report 4. The Heartless appear in groups and are multiplying rapidly. I've provided them both living and non-living samples. They've responded only to the living. They seem to multiply after absorbing something from the living creatures. Their prey vanishes without a trace. I believe the heartless are taking hearts. They're born from those who've lost their hearts and thrive on hearts seized from others. The hearts taken by the heartless become heartless themselves. Though I lack proof, I'm confident in this hypothesis. I must also study their behavioral principles. Though they lack emotions, they do seem to have some intelligence. How to communicate with them? It's just occurred to me. They could be the darkness in people's hearts. Or could they be the darkness in people's hearts? Ansem's Report 5. To study heartless behavior, I picked one out for observation. It wiggled its antenna and, as if sensing a target, headed deep into the castle. In the deepest part of the castle, its antenna began vibrating as if searching for something. Suddenly, a strange door appeared. I'd never known of its existence. It had a large keyhole, but didn't seem to be locked, so I opened the door. What I saw on the other side mystified me. What was that powerful mass of energy? That night, I observed the great meteor shower in the sky. Could it be related to the door that I have opened? Ansem's Report 6. A massive core of energy lay beyond the door sought by the heartless. It may well be the ultimate goal of all heartless. But what is that energy? I have devised a hypothesis, based upon my observations of the heartless. The heartless feed on other hearts. They yearn from that energy core. That thing beyond the door must be a heart, too. The heart of this world. There is no proof, but, having felt that immense energy, I am certain. That was the heart of the world. The heartless are trying to take hearts, not only from all living creatures, but from the world itself. But what do they mean to do with the heart of the world? Ansem's Report 7. I am now studying material from the meteors that rained down that fateful night. What a find. The material is foreign to our world. It is elastic to the touch, and when two pieces are combined, they bond easily. None of the records I've scoured even mention such a substance. Was it introduced to this world when I opened that door? I wonder how many other such materials drift through the atmosphere of this tiny world. I wish I could soar off and find out. Could there be uncharted worlds up there? My curiosity never ceases to grow, but I should stop speaking of such unrealistic dreams. For now, there is no way to venture outside this world. My people and I are all but prisoners of this tiny place. Ansem's Report 8. There is no doubt that the heartless and deeply connected to people's hearts, or are deeply connected to people's hearts. Further study may unravel both their motivations and the mysteries of shrouding the heart. As a start, I have built a device that artificially creates heartless. By recreating the conditions that spawn the heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device is the culmination of all my research thus far, and the machine's test run successfully. Created a heartless that may be a step toward creating a heart from nothing. The artificially and naturally created heartless show nearly identical traits, but the two types should remain distinct for the purpose of this experiment. So, I will mark the ones that are created artificially. Ansem's Report 9. Simply astonishing. Today I had a guest from another world. He is a king, and his vessel is built of the material that composed the meteors. He called the pieces gummy blocks. It seems that my opening that door has opened a path to the interworld. Travel. We talked for countless hours, but one story in particular caught my interest, that of a key called the Keyblade. The Keyblade is said to hold phenomenal power. One legend says its wielder saved the world, while another says he wrought chaos and ruin upon it. I must know what this Keyblade is. I'm sorry, guys. I must know what this Keyblade is. A key opens doors. It must be connected to the door that I have opened. In the final report, Ansem's Report 10. Just as people have hearts, so do the worlds. The same can be said of the stars in the night sky. And deep within each world lies a door to its heart. The heartless desire those hearts born out of the darkness in people's hearts. They seek to return to a greater heart. Yes, that's it. The heartless come from people's hearts, as does the darkness. Is the core of the world's heart the world of the heartless? I will pursue the answer there. and become all-knowing. My path is set. I shall seek out the wielder of the Keyblade and the princesses. My body is too frail for such a journey, but I must do this. I will cast it off and plunge into the depths of darkness. So guys, that was Ansem's report. And it does give quite a bit of backstory to actually some things that would help make sense, like questions that we've been wanting to know and we haven't known yet. I'm sorry for butchering it at times, but it wasn't too bad, right? What do you mean, no? Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. I'm going to end it off here. This has been, I believe this is now everything that we can do in this game. And next time, we open this door, we finish the game. So join me next time, guys, for the finale of Kingdom Hearts. See you guys next time, and goodbye, because we're going to end this once and for all.